Hello friends, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to this session of engineering mechanics. As you know, in the last lecture we have discussed resolution of rectangular components. That means in the last lecture what we have seen that x-axis and y-axis they were exactly perpendicular, that is 90 degrees. And for such a components, for such a resolution, we know x component is f cos theta and y component we have taken f sin theta, where angle theta we have measured with respect to x axis. Now let us discuss about this skew resolution. What is skew resolution? You see, this is the force system, this point is O. Two forces are acting at this point. One is force F1 along line OA. Other one is force F2 acting along line OB. Angle made by force F with line OA is theta 1, and angle made by force F with line OB is theta 2, where this theta 1 and theta 1 plus theta 2 is not at 90 degree. It may be less than 90 degree, it may be more than 90 degree. But we want to resolve this force along line OA and OB. Such a resolution is called as a skew resolution. So a force can be resolved along two non-perpendicular directions, then it is called as a skew resolution. So now it is very clear, angle made by this F1 force F with this line is theta 1, and angle made by this force F with the line OB is theta 2. So how to get the component along line OA? That component I will call it is a F1. F1 is a component along line OA. F1, so we'll have to write it like this, will be equals to F magnitude of force into sine theta 2, opposite angle. When you will write this component, you take the opposite angle theta 2 divided by sine theta 1 plus theta 2. When you will write the component along line OB, F2 will be equal to F, we are writing component F2, isn't it? Component of F along line OB, that is F2. So we'll have to take opposite angle, that is theta 1. F sine theta 1 divided by sine theta 1 plus theta 2. This is common for both. But this is very, it should be very clear to you that you will have to take opposite angle. When you will write component along OA, take angle with respect to OB. When you will write component along OB, take angle with respect to line OA. Okay. So this is very simple logic, and I hope this is clear to you. Okay. Then let us take very simple numerical. This is the force F 500 Newton. Angle made by this force with this line along this line is 30 degree, and angle made with this line by the force 500 is 75. So I will write down F1 component, that is 500 magnitude of the force multiplied by sine of opposite angle 75, F sine theta 2 sine theta 1 plus theta 2, and hence F2 will be sorry, this should be F1. Okay, it's okay. This is F1 500 sine 75 divided by sine 105, you will get F1 500, and F2, when you will write component F2, you will have to take 500 opposite angle sine theta 1, that is 500 sine 30 sine 105, which is same for both. So F2 you will get 258.81 Newton, and hence we got the components of this 500 Newton along line, let us call it OA, that is 500, and we got the component along this line, that is F2, 258.81 Newton. Is it okay? Let us take one more numerical, resolve the force F1 into components acting along the U, that is along x axis and v axis. You see, this is v axis, okay, and determine the magnitude of the components. So you know this angle, okay, you know this angle, you see this line and this line, so this total will be how much? 70. So what will be this angle? What will be this angle? This angle will be 40. So if you know this is 40, 30 plus 40 plus 45, you can calculate remaining angle, that will be equals to 65. First we'll have to calculate the angles. So we got this angle is 40, this angle is 30. These are not these angles which I have shown red line, red color, they are not given in the numerical problem. But now let us take component of force along this line U, Fu, and component along this line, let us take Fv. Angle made by 300 Newton force with Fu is 40. Angle made by this 300 Newton force with Fu is 30. So you can write down the components, isn't it? So first I will write down Fv. Fv. Fv will be how much? 300. Opposite angle is 30. Sin 30 divided by total angle sin 70. You will get 159.62 Newton. Similarly, I will write down the component Fu. Fu will be magnitude of force. We are writing component Fu, so take opposite angle, that is 40. 300 sin 40 divided by sin 70 will get 205.21 Newton. So from this numerical, what is important? You see this line and this line, this angle is 70, so this total should be 70. So 30 plus 40, 70. If you know 30, 40, 45, then you can calculate this angle 65. And from this you will get this angle, that you will have to take it here, because we want the angles with respect to force, this angle and this angle. These things, they are important. Rest of the calculations, you know it, you can do it very easily. Now let us take one more example. This example is little bit complex. The 250 Newton force is to be resolved into components along lines AA. This is line A, and BB. This is line BB. Find angle alpha. We will have to calculate this angle alpha, knowing that the component along A is given. Component along A, that means this component along A from origin to this is given, is 175 Newton. Also find the corresponding value of component along BB. So what are the unknowns? Angle and force. So what I will do, let the force F1 be the force acting along BB. This BB, this is force F1. And F2 be the force acting along AA. And that is given in the numerical problem, 175 Newton, which is given. Okay, 175 Newton. So what I will do, I will take this angle 250 and line BB theta 1. This angle I will take theta 2, that is 250 Newton, and F2. Okay, that is 175. So I will write down theta 1 plus theta 2. See, theta 1 plus theta 2 will be equal to total angle. How much it is? This is 180 minus 40. 180 minus 40, that is equals to 140. You try to understand. This total is theta 1 plus theta 2. It will be how much? Total angle is 180 minus this 40. You will get theta 1 plus theta 2. That is theta 1 plus theta 2 is 140. Now first write down the component F2. So how we will write F2? F2 will be equals to opposite angle F sin theta 1 plus theta 2. So F2 is a 175 equals to 250 sin theta 1 divided by theta 1 plus theta 2 is 140. So you will get sin theta 1 equals to 0.4499. You will get theta 1 26.740. So if you get theta 1, we know theta 1 plus theta 2 is 140. So you will get theta 2, that is 113.25. You get this theta 2. This theta 2. And this theta 2 is asked. This theta 2 is nothing but this angle alpha. So now I can write down F1 will be equals to F1 sin theta 2 sin theta 1 plus theta 2. 250 sin 113.25 divided by sin 140. You will get F1 357.321 Newton. Now here in this problem, these components which we got, you see, we got angle alpha, that is 113.25 degrees, and component F1 we got 357.321 Newton. But this geometry you have to think, then only you can solve these type of numerical examples. So these are the some of the examples of skew resolution which we have discussed in this particular lecture. You make practice, you solve some more numerical examples either from the PDF notes which are provided or from some books, one or two problems, so that this concept will be very clear to you. So I hope you enjoyed this session about skew resolution. In the next lecture, I will go for resultant of non-concurrent force systems, or we can also call it as a resultant of general force systems. So thank you very much.